Anakin Skywalker wasn't a tragic hero who lost his way. He was a broken man haunted by trauma. We want to live in a better world, but sometimes we're the ones building the monsters that destroy it. Anakin's fall to Vader mirrors something we're doing in our own lives that actively pulls the world into darkness. Neglecting trauma doesn't make it disappear, and pain demands to be felt. When Anakin brought his suffering to the Jedi, it was treated like a crime. But he wasn't a regular boy with a sob story. Before holding a lightsaber, Anakin was a slave, and so was his mother. One business sale could take his mother away instantly. Qui-Gon gave Anakin a chance at freedom, but for a brutal trade. To become a Jedi, he'd lose his mother, and even though she told him to go, the guilt of leaving her tortured him. Love is a fundamental need, and losing it can mentally destabilize us. For Anakin, he lost the only person who ever loved him, and his remaining support was a Jedi Master who fell in battle soon after. Anakin was immediately rejected by the Jedi Council. They understood the dark side's power, but instead of facing the reality of emotion, they built a system designed to strip it away. They didn't see Anakin as a traumatized boy in need of healing. They saw a problem to get rid of. They dismissed him simply for being human, and that's something many of us do to the people around us. Following Qui-Gon's final request, Obi-Wan trained Anakin, but not because he believed in him. He wasn't chosen, he was tolerated. He was an outsider in the Order, and his pain was denied. He was told to let go of everything he feared to lose without feeling any of it. For some, neglect can make us small, but for others it emboldens us. Our ego expands to protect itself. Anakin became arrogant and aggressive because his mind demanded to be seen. He believed that unless he became a galactic messiah, his mother had been abandoned for nothing. While Anakin eventually formed a bond with Obi-Wan, it was a brotherhood governed by rules. Padme was the first and only person to truly see him, and she welcomed his raw humanity. The Jedi only ignored his growth, seeing him as a threat. They neglected the calls for help and criticized his emotional outbursts. He was locked in a cage with his pain and gaslit when he screamed. Trauma can warp your reality, influence your decisions with desperation, and trap you in a state of binary thinking. There were two halves of Anakin fighting for control, but one side wanted to heal the galaxy while the other would sacrifice anything to protect those he loved and save himself from the agony of loss. He was isolated, tortured by fear, suppressed rage, and waking nightmares of his mother. The internal battle was decided the moment she died in his arms. As a Jedi, he couldn't save her. The Order refused to help him, and everything he tried to become failed him. His mind fractured, and the broken boy who wanted love became a monster that committed his first atrocity. Suffering can only be ignored for so long before it strikes out at the world around it, and Palpatine watched the transformation in real time. When Anakin began having visions of losing Padme, his final anchor to his humanity, his fear consumed him. Palpatine offered the illusion of control to a desperate man because the Jedi refused to give him the tools to heal. He genuinely believed he had no other options. The hard truth is that despite our traumas, we alone are responsible for our actions. Our pain is real and it shapes us, but it doesn't excuse us. But if we want to heal the darkness of the world, we have to recognize where the pain is coming from. More often than not, beneath the mask of a monster is a broken soul desperate for healing. Anakin made the wrong choice. To protect a life he desired, he became a monster that couldn't live it. To protect the woman he loved, he destroyed her. Anakin Skywalker was gone, and all that remained was Darth Vader. This story resonates with me because I grew up in a violent home, and I became a monster like Vader. I had to learn how to heal that darkness myself. Nobody should tolerate someone spreading their suffering, but I know from experience that it's a lot easier to heal when you're seen as a human being, and you're offered a helping hand. That's why I built the Inner Tide. If you're ready to take the trident and master the current of your life, like the video and sub to the channel. I'm Trip, and I'll see you in the next one.